areas just to. Oh wait, there's an adder right next to us. Okay, we'll just leave them be. Hopefully, these guys are not. Yeah, look, the villages in 1.12 are trash. I don't know how they did it back in the day, but yeah, it was rough times. But this village is actually cool. Oh my god, no way. There's a nest in the village. A waystone. Okay. This is good. Let's first of all put down the waystone. I'm gonna rename this to village. Actually, no, I'm gonna just take the waystone with me because we need it for house. So when we go exploring, you know the drill. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful because there's literally lava everywhere. So let's quickly do something like this. I really don't want this egg to disappear. Can I dig the bone beneath it? Yes. Okay, and now we dig it, please. Okay, we got it. I think this is, yes, it's a bone napper. Okay, that is one of the coolest dragons from How to Train Your Dragon. It was, I think, it was in a short film. I don't know if all of you watched it, but I did, and it was such a cool film. This is the dragon that Gobber was like. People were saying Gobber's crazy. There's no dragon like the Bone Napper, but hey, how'd you get stuck down here? This is the worst house, no door or anything. But the cool thing about this is, there's bones here. I think this is bone. Yeah, okay, this is perfect because we're gonna need bones and meat to make dragon trees. So this is literally just a blessing right off the bat. Okay, it is getting dark, so nighttime is about to fall. Okay, I gotta go quick. Do not want to die on the first day. Stupid things. But we got 29 bone blocks, which is actually really insane. That means we're just gonna be literally rich on dragon trees as soon as we get a cow farm going or something. But how do you make? Oh, I need a. Hold on. How could I forget about the wood? All right, speed this like so. Bam. And then put it down. And we officially survived the night on the dragon fire, which is pretty cool to say, I guess. I'm gonna note the coordinates of this down because, I mean, to be big with the rest of it, I don't know if I'm. The thing is, I don't know if I need that many bone blocks at the start. Right now, we're just starting off. There's other things, but I'll keep it in my inventory 35. I think that'll be fine. Wait, I gotta collect the. Don't tell me this is all bone, is it? Oh my lord. Okay, well, this is literally a treasure. I know people would want like diamonds or something, but for me, this is insane. Okay, I think that's enough digging. How much do we have now? 43. Okay, that's more than enough. But we need to set down our base, and it cannot be in the desert. The desert is literally a death threat. A death threat. I can't say the word. There's gonna be sand things here, dragons, like fire breathing ones. These things. I think these guys are. They're friendly, actually. Never mind. There are other things going here, like a scorpion. I'm not sure why I'm heading here, but oh, another nest. Now, please tell me that waterfall comes down, because I might go and do this. Oh, I almost died. Okay, let's not do that. Now, the thing is, if I do steal the egg, these guys are going to be extremely angry at me. Depends on, the water doesn't come down. That's unfortunate. I'm thinking of just heading back to the village and setting up shop. Or not shop. That's not what you call my house. But first, I want to overlook this right here. Okay, this is the luminous forest. Interesting. And the thing is, last time I played this mod pack, I gathered, or I leveled up the Bewilder Beast. I'm not sure how rare it is going to be to find one. Grab these abilities. Can I aim on you guys? No, I can't. I need to find the Pegasus in this luminous forest. They're like super easy to tame. I don't think you need to feed them anything. You just need to ride them, and you can just fly around with them. Oh, my food situation is not good. Okay, things are looking dire already. Another drag. I thought it was light breed, but it's not. Maybe we're in the wrong part of the forest or the wrong forest because all I see is deers. No Pegasus anywhere to be found. Okay, I think we can just head back to the village and set up shop or base. Okay, that is definitely. Oh, that's a meteorite. I thought that was the fire from the ice and fire dragon. Okay. Ooh, run. Oh, I cannot be this unlucky already. Oh my god, it's like a cave dragon, a level 5 one, I think. That is a massive dragon. Okay, we can definitely take them on later when we have diamond gear and stuff, but right now, absolutely not. Okay, I am running low on food. Alright, that should suffice us enough for the journey back home. I should have probably at least put down my base before heading out because that village spawn is pretty insane. We get villagers plus a safe house near the desert, which I don't like, but it is what it is. Now, these are the dragons. They won't attack us unless we hit them. Pretty sure this is a myth. Yeah, he's a carnivore. now you guys will see how insane this other mod pack that I installed is. We're basically going to be able to get a free base right off the bat instead of having to build one by ourselves. And the good thing is we're by the bone block, so if you need bone, you can just come back and put it. Yeah, I think that's smart. I just need to make sure there's no icy fire dragons in here because they will destroy my base. There is one that way, but I think we're good. So first things first, let's put down our moderate house. Is this the correct one? Yeah, it is. Okay. So all I do is, okay, why isn't out of here? Go away. Is he literally gonna, okay, we're good. And I just realized that literally looks like Stormfly. Okay, let's not get distracted any longer. Let's put down the house. So we can choose different houses. This is the same thing that I did from my Surviving a Dragon world. But these houses are bigger because I installed the other so we could just choose from different ones. I think we're just gonna go with the Asia one. This looks really cool. Let's build it and look at all those sheep. They're gone, but yeah, this is our base. Look at how. Oh wait, did it kill the sheep? Oh, I feel so bad. Well, what can you do? I guess it had to be done. But this is our base. I'm gonna get to farming right away because we're gonna need some cows and stuff. So that's water underneath the glass, by the way. Just a little flex. We got water under grass. Alright, I think those are all the seeds. One more. Perfect. Now this is what you call a pool house. And we haven't even looked inside yet. So if I open it up, yup, look at this. Double bed and everything and even what do you even call this? The attic? Yeah. Alright, let me set my spawn point. So if you die. Oh wait, spawn points don't work. We have to actually sleep to set it. So I might wait till nighttime here. This is gonna be we need a different storage system. We have a storehouse, I think. Yeah, a warehouse. This is where the storage stuff is. But let's check what's down here. Oh, this is the basement. Okay, well, that sheep is, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. Thank you for your food. We got more seeds as well, which is perfect. But I'm thinking of things we could create down here, like mine all the way down so we could get diamonds and stuff. But first of all, our storage system. Oh wait, it comes with coal? Oh my god, how do I burn the food that I have? But I guess we're gonna burn it right off the bat. I'm gonna organize that. I don't wanna do what I usually do with stuff, so how do we get organized? Can we make signs? Hold on. I can just search it up in here. Or not signs. What is it called? It's called anything or a oh my god. How am I such an idiot? Oh my lord, it's called an item frame. I just remembered. Okay, what is this? Big orb? No idea what that is, but this should be pretty easy to create. You just need sticks and leather. Okay, for now I guess this is where our resources would go. So like wool, wood, and everything. Bone would probably go here. Okay, this is your food department. This is where our food and stuff goes like this. We're gonna have a dragon. Incubators. Let me check. How do you get these? These should be hard to get. Yeah, packed ice. That means or just ice or packed ice. We're gonna have to where's the lava incubator right here? So we're gonna have to at least get 2 diamonds for the lava one. So we're keeping food in here. The random stuff I don't need. Actually, we could probably put this on top of our house. It would look cool. And stuff, probably resources. Once we get some item frames, we can sort out the chest even more. And for dragon eggs, they're gonna go in here. So we have 2 working dragons. I'll put all the other dragons that I don't, unless I really like them, I'll keep them here. But this is for my birth. And we got a waystone as well. Totally forgot. Where can we place this? Oh yeah, we could probably place this down by our storage system so we can just teleport back and drop off stuff if we need to. I'll just name this home. Or that sounds too basic. What should we name it? Dragon's home. That sounds so basic as well. Dragon Emperor. We'll just go with that. And we also have another here, which is the Monster Master and the Advanced Warfare. Not Warfare, Warehouse. These things are going to be extremely useful. This is basically for storage and stuff. This is going to be for mob farm. We're going to need to, the thing is, we got this mod with the mob farm and Beagle's houses was because we needed skeleton bones, but I did not know you could find a bone napper's nest. And we found it right off the bat, which is going to make growing up our dragon so much easier. Take a second to appreciate how beautiful this shader pack looks. If using is just make the settings different. It looks absolutely breathtaking. Okay, let's quickly put this down, and we're gonna head to sleep. Those shoots go anywhere, doesn't really matter. We got a dandelion. Honestly, it wouldn't look good, so I'm probably gonna throw this out. But let's head to sleep. And there we go. Our spawn point should be this now. If it's not, then the
The reason this fish is compared to a cow is not just because it's massive. There's so much more to this fish, and I cannot wait to show you all. This fish is over 100 pounds and totally awkward shape. How do I get it on the table? This is an Opa, the only known fully warm-blooded fish in the entire ocean. They're not targeted. They're a bycatch, but they're an absolutely delicious bycatch. Opa is compared to cows because you get so many different cuts off of it, and each one eats differently, including muscle meat that is very similar to beef. So we have to see how different each part of this fish looks. So first, we're going to make our initial incision right behind the head. And here, this is its pectoral fin, and you can see the plate that its pectoral fin is on, and there is a cutoff in that plate where the weight of the fish is pulling it down. So we're going to cut right there. Go behind that hard part, right where it's soft. We're just going to outline where we feel it hard, meeting the soft, making sure we don't miss out on any of that delicious Opa meat. These fish have a lot of meat behind the head. They have small cheeks for how massive they are, but they make up for it in how much meat is right behind that head. And the meat behind this head has very little muscle, so it's super tender. After we cut behind the head, we're now going to work our way down along the entire fish. We're going to start down here on top of the dorsal fin, get a nice little incision, and slide down. Down here, there's a thick spine that can guide your knife. You don't have that once you get up into that head meat. At first, you have this cartilage right here. Once you get past that, you can see the spine. That spine, we can rest our knife down with a little bit more force and make nice, long, smooth motions just like that. What we're doing right here is cutting through all of the fibers that are connected to this big dorsal fin. The way this fish's fin moves like a joint. It's totally crazy. And you can see all this muscle and tissue that is a part of making that fin work. Very similar to a tuna. This fish is so heavy. We like sliding our hand underneath the broad side, lift up on that fin, so that way we're digging into the meat as we work it. We're to the center now. We're going to try to release the meat behind the head. Just like that. Pulling out. Right here, this bone jets out. You want to get the meat above it. Then you have to circle around to get around this bone right here. All right. Now, we're going to twist this massive fish around. You can feel the bone from this fish's collar. What we want to do is we want to cut along the inside of that bone, which is going to come right in front of the anal fin. So it's going to be between the pelvic fin and the anal fin that we're going to be coming right down. Just like that. On these fish, you can feel right here. That's just hard on the pelvis. The meat starts up here. Opa is typically found in warmer tropical waters, like the Pacific Ocean. You can find these fish off the coast of San Diego, California, and south. They're also found in other parts of the world. One of my friends is a fish cutter in Hawaii, and he sees these all the time. Here in sunny South Florida and on the east coast of the United States, we really don't see this fish. No, it can happen, but when it does, it's just a total My friend Tom from Tunaville Marketing Grocery in San Diego, California is actually the fishmonger that eats this fish. Look how massive these rib bones are right here. And this is that bone that we're outlining the inside of right here. You might not have heard of Opa before, but you've likely heard the term moonfish. Moonfish and Opa are the same thing. Opa is just what is typically referred to inside the seafood market. Now there's just this little bit of membrane connecting both sides. We're going to put the tip of our knife right there. Little flick, and this whole thing should release nicely. Oh. Wait until you see it. There's our beautiful Opa coming all the way down to sunny South Florida. Now there's crazy unique cuts of this fish that are going to come right from this section that you've probably never seen before. But first, we're going to show you all the different parts of the fillet. Alright, so you see this line right here. This is going to be the eye. Right here. This whole thing is going to be similar to a backstrap. Or if you were comparing it to a cow, this would be more like the New York strip of the entire thing. This right here would be the filet mignon. And then the belly, with its super fattiness, is going to be more like a ribeye cap. But I'm going to go into more detail. First, we're going to separate the high loin from the low loin. The low loin is always going to be the side with the belly on it. The high loin is the other side. How you separate those two sides is the pin bone line. So you've got the pin bone line right here. We're going to cut up one side of it and come all the way down. There's our low loin, and here's our high loin. We always take the pin bone line off the other side. We're going to slide all the way down just like that. We want to cut as close to that pin bone line as we can, not to lose out on any of that delicious meat when we take this off. And on Opa, the pin bone in the front hook underneath the fillet, unlike a lot of other fish. So it takes a few extra seconds to get all the pin bones off the front of the high loin. See how I had to dig underneath the fillet to get those bones out? That's where they were. Now we're going to separate this high loin into its two separate parts. We're going to find that white line that is on the inside, not the one on the outside, and follow it all the way down. And you can see, once you give it that opening, it has a natural separation there. You can see right here, kind of like beef, how when you start separating two cuts, you can push away on it, and they start pulling apart. All right, there is the eye of our high loin. That is going to be the filet mignon of the Opa. This is going to be super popular for sushi, sashimi, nigiri, doing quick sears. You turn that into perfect blocks, sear it just like a tuna, phenomenal. Now the rest of the high loin, you can either leave it as one piece or you can separate it in its other two parts. They are going to be different from each other, and I want you guys to see that. Just like the eye, you can see where this natural separation is, and we're going to follow that along just like a butcher would in separating two different parts of the cow. And there you go. That would be the inside of our backstrap, or the strap, and there it is outside. This right here is the meat behind the head, and that is a super tender part of the fish. Absolutely delicious. Now, each part of these fish, you're going to want to cook or treat differently. And we're going to talk about all the different ways that you can prepare Opa and how you want to treat each piece like its own cut of beef. Now we're going on to the belly. A lot of people's favorite part, because who doesn't love fatty cuts of meat? Whether it's fish or cow, fatty usually means more full of flavor, buttery texture, and this fish is no different. You can see these lines where the rib bones were. To the outside of that is going to be the butteriest part of our belly. Right underneath those ribs is still a part of the belly, but it's going to be the leaner part of the belly. If you're talking about tuna, you're going to be talking about O-toro, the fattiest part, and True Toro, the less fatty part. Toro just means fatty cut. A lot of people hear or when they think belly, just means fatty. First, we're going to cut all the way down right there. You can see the fatty inside. It's not going to be fatty like tuna, but that is going to be absolutely delicious. We're going to skin this, and we're going to add that to our collection of different parts of the fish. That was the center of our low loin. Now, we have the rest of our low loin. We're going to call this the bottom, closer to the tail. And you can see this natural separation right here. That is an absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome part of low loin. People often hear low loin, and they think that is a lower quality part of the fish. It's not as prized as the other parts, but pieces like this off the low loin, extraordinarily tender. It has a tenderness and a similar flavor profile of a center cut akami. Akami is the high loin of the tuna. The center cut, most prized part because it is so tender. This, very similar. Now we're going to cut across right here. Even though this is the tail, this is still an absolutely delicious part of the fish. And there's our beautiful Opa belly.
Bro, the level just started and we're already getting overrun. I gotta take these guys out and build this crossbow tower as fast as possible. I don't even think I have a choice. Quickly. Ooh, that was close, but that should take care of things. Wait, never mind, more guys. I should have saw that coming. Anyway, we can't handle this without a second crossbow tower and maybe a wall to block the enemy's path too. That should hold us. Wait, now we have these big beefers coming? When does it end? This is Kingshot, a tower defense and base building strategy game that just came out recently and is already top 5 in strategy games with over 1 million downloads. Kingshot combines strategy, exploration, resource management, PvP and PvE battles, plus a whole lot more. I suggest you give it a try. If you think you have a shot at becoming a king, that is.
There's the bottom of our low loin, and here's the eye of our low loin. Phenomenal part of the fish. All right, up next, I'm going to show you guys the crazy-looking edible mussels in Opa. But first, we do not want to miss out on any of that delicious meat along the skeleton of the fish. Using a spoon, I find, helps get in between the invertebrate really nicely. And fortunately, we did a good job filleting this fish, so there's not a ton here. But what there is, we don't want to miss out on. And look at that. That's killer stuff that you do not want to leave behind. Now we're going to pull out the abductor mussel. We're going to make a big circle underneath that pectoral fin. Once you hit a bone right here, you can start riding along that bone, cutting down underneath, and you can see how the cap of this mussel just starts pulling apart. And again, you guys, this is why this fish is compared to beef, because in beef, you can just like pull away different parts of the animal, the same way that you can here. This is just absolutely a gift to get to cut such an awesome fish, get to eat such an awesome fish. Getting to play with an animal this cool, it's freaking awesome. And you look here, that is just solid fat. We are not throwing the skin away, all that fat is fat. What to do with it? Watch this muscle at work, moving up and down. That's crazy. We're going to peel this skin away just to get it out of our way. We also want that fat. Now, almost like a massive cheek, you can kind of outline that bone. Let the bone guide your knife. You want your knife pushed along that bone so that way you don't miss out on any of this delicious abductor mussel meat.